At ease. It's your boy Soul Immortal. We can cut the radio on every single day, guys, and hear music talking about, getting money or getting a bag or grinding, right? But what most people don't understand is that the paper chaser will never see prosperity. Let's talk about it. So it would take me about 40 years to understand why I could see people winning in the distance, but I couldn't really win myself, right? Now, I'm not going to front like I just didn't have any victories in life, because you hear me talk about, when I was married in my 20s, my wife and I, we did some stunning. We bought the homes, we bought the toys and the cars, the Corvettes and the motorcycles and all that stuff. We lived a good life. And even in my 30s, you hear me talk about some good jobs, even a corporate gig that I landed. But it wasn't until about 40 when I understood that the blessings that were really for me were being kept away from me. And I realized that I was the one keeping them away from me. See, what we're being taught as men is to get it off the muscle as opposed to getting it off the mind, right? And looking back on my life, man, I can easily see that that's what I was doing. I was almost creating my own barriers and then just strong-arming success just because I wanted it so bad. In other words, what the world is telling us is if there's not a struggle, if there's not some 24-hour sacrifice grind that has to take place, and trust me, I'm not saying that grinding doesn't have to take place, but what we have to understand, man, is the goals and the places we're trying to get to is not on the other side of pain and suffering. It's just a matter of flipping the switch in our minds. Think about this. Every single year around November, December, you start hearing people say things like, bro, 2021 is going to be my year. Sis, 2021, we're going to do it big. These people have absolutely no clue what kind of curse they're putting on their life, right? I post stuff on my Instagram, right? And brothers might see me, climbing one of the 7 wonders of the world, or brothers might see a baddie back here in the kitchen cooking a brother up some steak and lobster, right? And brothers will make comments like, I see you, OG, those are my future goals. Like, I want to be like you when I grow up. What I want brothers to know is that anytime you factor time into achieving your goals, you're working against the source of all things. Now, I've said it once, and I'm going to say it a million more times until you get tired of hearing me say it and you finally unsubscribe. Man does not attract what he wants. Man attracts what he is. That statement alone, for those that understand, that statement alone lets you know that anytime you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to achieve your goals, then time doesn't play a factor. Time is just an illusion. Anytime you factor in the past or the future, you're out of sync. You're out of sync because time is only an illusion. Now, what does this have to do with the paper chaser, right? Again, if a brother is in a mindset of chasing the bag, chasing the paper, then what he is saying is that he's one that doesn't have it already. Again, he's telling the universe of what he is. So you can't be one that chases the bag and be one that has the bag. You know what I'm saying? Now, for those of you that are familiar with the earlier works of Neville, there's no better illustration than when Abdullah was teaching Neville this whole process, right? So Neville had lost his job and he didn't have any money, but he was trying to get back home to Barbados, right? So Abdullah went through there, man, and just gave him all this knowledge and said, you know what, this is how you do it, right? So Neville took note of what Abdullah said and put it into practice, right? And after a few days, Neville came back to Abdullah and was saying, brother, this stuff is not working. Like I'm not seeing anything. And he said instantly, Abdullah just got mad and says, hey, how are you, Abdullah said, how are you sitting here telling me that you can't go to Barbados when you're already in Barbados? You know what I'm saying? What Abdullah was breaking down to him was a few things. One, like I've always said, life is a replay. And he was saying, you know what, brother, if you're creating this on the other side, then how are you coming to me in the third dimension saying that you're having problems? You're going against what you're creating, right? And two, what he was saying was Brother Neville, you must lack the understanding of mind over matter. See, brother, anytime we can look out into this world and our emotions and our actions are based off of what we see, we're simply men that lack understanding, right? We have to be men that are aware that we are creating, and we have to believe in what's unseen, right? That's faith. Now, once we believe in the unseen and we base our actions off of that unseen, now we're looking at works, right? And as the word says, faith without works is dead. Now, brothers, I've broken this entire process down from start to finish, down to nuts and bolts in my masterclass, The Recipe. If you're one of those that want to know, what you're capable of as a human being, then I would advise you check it out. So in a nutshell, brothers, when we're talking about achieving goals and winning in life, there is no, in 2021, I'll be, there is no, when I grow up, I want to be just like, all we have is now. You know what I'm saying? Because what we're doing is we're trying to add, third dimensional properties into a realm that doesn't even recognize time. Again, it's all about now. It's all about redefining yourself and becoming. Again, man does not, y'all already know.